Hello again. I'm here today to review the last of the books of the Tipperary Trilogy. This is book 3. It's called The Devil's Own Luck by Bill Patterson, W.A. Patterson. Get my fingers out of the way and you'll be able to see it's book 3 of the Tipperary Trilogy. You have to have read the first 2 to get a full appreciation of what transpires in this book. After years of building a community, the people of OLaughlin now have to face some of the challenges that most of the villages in Ireland during this time faced. I don't think there's much of a doubt about that. So if you look today throughout the Irish countryside, you'll see, maybe the remnants of buildings, roads, bridges, things that used to be, things that were thriving at times in history, things that were successful during a period when there was full access to the resources that were available in Ireland. The grains, the livestock, the wild animals, the foodstuffs were there. The fact that we have all of these remnants still sitting there, where you may have a broken down building, maybe next to it you see a cellar hole or some walls without roofs. These are signs that you had a thriving little village at one time that may have gone through some of the things that in The Devil's Own Luck you read about. And the history of OLaughlin changes during that time. It really is something that overcomes a village despite all of their efforts to salvage their way of life. As tough as it was, as difficult as the penal laws were, as cruel as they were, the people had a life, and they had families, and they had things to care about. And the only problem that they ran into really was the oppression of the stranger. And I think that one of the things that really comes to the to become crystal clear, one of the things that happens is you understand that this book and series of books in this trilogy really have to do with those penal laws and the effects they had on the population, and less about the individuals involved, because you could have replaced Liam Flynn or Robert Darcy or Rasheen or Jamie or any of the others with another name, and it would have been just as devastating to that group as well. You talk about the potato famine as if it was the most critical thing that ever happened in the history of Ireland, and Gormore is a terrible time, and certainly a horrible part of our history, shared history, about any of you that are of Irish descent. But at the same time, you have many famines that took place. You have many other oppressive things that took place, where homes were taken, where children were stolen, where families were broken up by the invaders' rule and the strangers' way of controlling the population. This is what's brought to the fore, I think, in the Tipperary Trilogy, more so than anything else, and the vehicle that was used is Liam Flynn and his family. I think that it's a fabulous trilogy. I think it's a fabulous group of books. I think that the author is well versed And I encourage everyone to take the time to read every word of every book, because I think there's more to be said about Irish history than leprechauns and 40 Shades of Green. There's an awful lot more. And being a plastic patty myself, I guess um, the heartwarming part of my life has been that I've been able to learn not just about the superficial parts of Ireland. I've been there. I've seen the dirt. I've seen the remnants, and I've loved every person I ever met there. They were just a wonderful people, and stoic in their success of survival of this time that Bill Patterson gives us a look at. So God bless and enjoy the book. Thank you.